Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm gonna sit here for a hot minute. Let this microphone and screen warm up because we're about to jump on it and get it in real quick. Appreciate taking your time out today, and I'm not gonna take up too much of your time or any of that nonsense because we got other things to be doing during the day. But there's some things I need to bring up real quick. Appreciate you. Those of you probably know me, recognize my face from the rallies around in Utah, etc. Y'all know who I am. I am Roderick Threets. I'm one of the prominent speakers for Civilized Awakening. Appreciate y'all supporting the movement, first of all, because it's vital that the silent majority stands up and steps up, right? And we reclaim our nation. We reclaim our nation from the bullies that we have in our country, right? So I wanted to bring something monumental to you guys here, something that just literally just happened today, this morning, that was put out on KU TV. Let me pop this up there real quick. Those of you don't know, but behind the scenes, Proud Boys and Black Lives Matter Northern Ogden have formed an alliance, right? You can read the article on KU TV. This is what this movement is about, right? It's about the unity, right? It's about coming together, sharing ideas, putting ideas together, and then putting them to work. This is what this is about. And big huge shout out to Thad and the Proud Boys and Jakari Kelly for stepping up and doing this. This will be great for our great state of Utah and a model for the nation, right? Because the media has systematically divided us by using false narratives, like the Proud Boys are white supremacists and Black Lives Matter, on the local level, I should say, are a bunch of Marxists or a bunch of looters and all this stuff. And it's really not true. There's good people in all of this that are trying to push for the same change. And then come to find out, we all have the same mindset on how to make America better, and how to make America great, right? So again, like I said, shout out to those guys for putting this together and forging this forward. Big props to those guys. Make sure you show them some love when you see them on social media, or if you see them in person, show them some love, definitely. But I'm glad this has happened, right? Because after the other night with the gaffe, I wouldn't even call it a gaffe really at this point, right? It was a trap, right? It was a literal trap. Chris Wallace tried to put him in, and then Biden inserts his 2 cents and says Proud Boys. And then, it's clear that the president was frustrated, right? It was clear. It was fully clear that he was frustrated because he's been asked this question like umpteen million times, and it's nonsense. It's crap, right? How many times is going to be enough? Apparently not one more extra. Right? Not one more extra is going to be enough. It's just completely insane at this point, right? We have to make sure that we uphold the principles, right? Because there's principles in this, right? And we have to make sure we don't get off kilter when we talk about these principles. If they're going to press President Trump about white supremacy, then why are we not pressing Joe Biden for his white supremacy, right? If y'all remember back from the presidential debate, Kamala Harris called him out for the bus segregation thing, right? The talking point is the 94 crime bill, right? But they say, oh, he apologized for that and it's all good and it goes away. But Trump denounces white supremacy 5, 10, 15 times and it doesn't go away. Come on. I mean, really, on principle, you're out of pocket. if you're not pressing Biden the same way. So either, again, as those of you probably are on my Facebook, have seen the video I did before, it's a little bit more colorful. I won't do that on here on the public page, but if you're going to press one person for one thing, you need to press the other person for the same thing, regardless of apologies, regardless of what was said in the past. If you're going to push that narrative, you need to push it all the way through. I mean, a lot of you that know me know that I'm all about equal application of the law, the Constitution, and the principles. That's it. If you can't equally apply those, you need to step out. You need to step out and stop being a partisan hack or agenda hack or whatever you want to call it, right? Because really, this has to stop, and it stops with us. This stops with us. We need to make sure we push back at every single attempt of hypocrisy. I don't care if it's coming from the left or it's coming from the right. We need to push back on the hypocrisy, because at the end of the day, government has no say in social matters. That's up to us, and the government serves us. So if we need to see a change, we petition the government and give them what we want, not for them to change it. That applies across the board, period. So that's all for me on this here. You know, if you got any further comments, etc., all that good stuff, make sure you put them down in the box. I'll catch them probably soon after the video pops up, whatever. But I appreciate y'all coming through real quick and listening to me and supporting Civilized Awakening. First of all, you know, we're going to be a force to be reckoned with here in the very, very, very short future, because again, we need to get rid of the bad narratives and the bad apples that is in this movement, making not this movement is Civilized Awakening, but this movement, this culture war movement, right, that are trying to make us be politically correct and bow down to ideology. Because we have to remember, if there's no diversity of thought and a restriction on speech, then how free are we, right? That was one of the fundamental rights, the one the Creator gave us, and our founding fathers put on paper for us to make sure it was documented. So I appreciate y'all once again, and we will catch y'all again another day soon. Thank you.